There are three types of errors you can experience in the course of programming. The first kind is the compile time error. This is what happens when your program errors out before it ever gets going, before it ever even hits to a run phase. Oftentimes when we're using NetBeans, this comes up as your program has one or more errors. Would you like to find it? And that's where the little red dots show up and the red squiggly lines show up to find your errors. So it doesn't even let the program get going. The one you are probably more familiar with is the runtime error, and that is when an error occurs that stops the program in the middle of the run, and it completely stops the program. That includes string out of bounds errors or array out of bounds errors that may not always stop the program but does not execute the procedure correctly. The third error would be an intent or logic error, and that is something that is essentially a programmer's error. So let's go back to the example I was using a little bit ago with calculating a pay rate. An example of a logic error there would be taking a rate. Let's say if the person only worked 35 hours, but then we went ahead and multiplied that by 1.5. Whatever the rate is. So if they get 10 an hour, instead of getting the 350 they're due, they're getting 475. That's good for them, but our client's going to be pretty mad at us for programming that in the wrong way. So we want to make sure that when we're programming, we're doing it correctly. So compile time error before the program even ever gets going, runtime error, errors that happen during the run, intent or logic error, my bad.